It's the GOAT Coach T Flow.
And it's your boy Shine the Pyodine.
And this is the BROvsBRO Podcast. What's up, bro?
What's going on, big bro?
Man, we are here on the weekend edition, and we have some sad news this week. Sad to some, happy to others, I should say, because, you know, everybody has their own opinion. But, you know, I think anytime you lose a life, that's sad. It is definitely sad to some, I'm sure his kids and his family. OJ Simpson passed away. How old was he? Was he 76?
76.
76 years old, man.
Yeah.
And
passed the cancer.
you know, I'm a little bit older than you, so I remember when OJ Simpson was a household name as a brand when it came to sports. And just being real, I really can't think of anybody that had the kind of exposure in media and commercial from a sports point of view back in the early 80s than OJ. I mean, OJ was doing like a whole bunch of commercials. He was doing like cereal commercials. I remember he was doing the Hertz. The Hertz, that was the main one, the Hertz.
The famous one.
And he was doing movies and film and stuff. And he was just, you know, he was a, from what I know, he was a kid from the projects, but you could tell he always had that charisma about himself, articulate guy. And I mean, it's sad, man.
Yeah, definitely. He was one of the first athletes to cross over, like you say, into media
marketing,
movies, like you say, marketing, branding,
endorsements and stuff like that. Yeah,
stuff definitely. So he paved the way. OJ in the trial, man, was really one of my biggest. It was one of my first examples.
Was your introduction, or are you old enough to remember the OJ trial and all that?
Man, it was in the 90s, man. Of course I was old enough, man.
Okay, man, I don't know, man.
Damn, man, sure,
I'm trying to give you props, man.
Ain't that young?
Hold on, it must be like in the late. It must be later than I thought it was. Then
it happened. I want to say the trial was like 93, 94. So I don't know when it happened. I know it was shortly after the Rodney King stuff. So I'm like a freshman in high school and junior high around that time. All right. So yeah, you remember. And go ahead. You said your first introduction to what now? It was my first. It was like you say in my lifetime. It was the first big example I got of the division.
Oh,
I mean, the first one was
racism.
Really,
kind of like.
I mean, yeah.
You didn't see the country in black and white until that incident.
Exactly. The Rodney King was the first kind of big one, but that was more like police. But then, you know what I'm saying, I could kind of see it then, but OJ was the first big case, man, because like you say, all the whites wanted him hung, you know what I'm saying, one of them hung, goddamn, probably put in front of the firing squad, and most of the blacks, you know, cheered for him. They came to his corner, because, you know, for a long time, OJ kind of, you know, I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Yeah.
So he kind of, you know, he kind of has me trophy us, man.
I thought he was that guy in Ice Cube video, Stay True to the Game.
Yeah. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Making his ass tight.
Yeah.
Hey, that was him.
That was an OJ type guy.
Yeah.
All right, I got a trivia question.
Okay.
What was the getaway driver? I want you to give. When he was, I almost said his name. When he was in the Bronco.
Because I'm down with Drake, like AC is down with OJ.
I wonder where AC at, man.
I mean, well, is he still living?
I don't know, but that whole thing with the
Bronco.
Yeah, it was like, man, the slow chase. That's what I remember. I mean, like, hey, man, that'd been somewhere they would have chopped them up, boss. But because it was OJ, you know, they didn't shoot then, you know. And the whole trial, man, he had the dream team.
Johnny Cochran.
A lot of people might not know about this. Kim Kardashian dad was actually a part of the legal team. Now? Yeah, they probably know now. It's sad because they say OJ knocked their wife off. Knocked off the Kardashian. What's her name? The mama. They said OJ knocked off.
Yeah.
OJ was hard way.
Yeah, they either went
but it won't rock in it right.
Say that
girl,
one.
I think they had DNA for that though. The girl was Chloe.
Yeah.
I think they had like a DNA.
Okay.
I think the dude. I think his name was Rob. I think that was her dad. She got that jaw like OJ.
Yeah, got that jaw line.
Somebody might have faked it, man. You know. you know, them other type of people, they be doing stuff, man. I can see that being fake for the brand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause she way taller, way bigger than I know. I don't try to get this conversation to the Kardashians, but if you look at all the Kardashians, you look at OJ, no makeup and none of the other stuff. He's an athlete, big guy. She's bigger. Her jawline looks different.
Do we know they did the DNA, or we just speculating?
I think they did it on the show. I don't know.
Okay.
But
that'd be hard. Okay, on the Kim, they did it on the show.
Yeah, I heard they did it on the show. I don't know, man. I don't believe nothing no more, dog. You got to research everything because it's the internet.
Right.
But outside that, I remember the glove. If it don't fit,
it
quit. Well, I know he had his hand wide hair trying to put that glove.
Yeah, exactly. He was spacing them mugs out.
Yeah. But even with that, he didn't have to do that. That glove and that we not say the glove because y'all were putting so much on it. You know what I'm saying? From law enforcement point of view, like the glove was left here. We believe this is the glove. Okay, well, he can't even put his hand in the glove. Y'all didn't find none of his DNA, none of his sweat in the glove. I mean, it was just, I really just don't think that they had anything on the case. It was just one of those cases where they just didn't have anything.
They honed in on him as the suspect.
Because it's always the husband. In the movies and most of these crime shows, it's always the boyfriend or the husband.
Especially the rich, famous, domestic violence.
Yeah,
arrogant,
it's always the husband.
On a whole bunch of times.
You know, we don't know what happened, man. We know that a jury, and this the part that, you know, I don't want our show to be a racial show, but you know we ain't no punk bitches either. So we gonna call it out like we gonna call it out. I think with white people and people who just pissed off about the jury, the verdict, they gotta understand what we see on TV, and that was one of the first trial that was on TV. So for the people who watched everything, and it went on for a long time.
Yeah, a long time.
And so it's hard to catch everything. But for the jurors, first of all, he didn't have a lot of black people on the jury, if any. I don't even remember if it was any. I had to do some research.
I'm pretty sure it had to be.
But it was in Beverly Hills, so it's all about your
peers too.
But no, it doesn't work like it's where you stay at. They just can't get no jurors from South Central just to make the black table. If you got 90% white,
there got to be some black folks out there.
I'm not saying it wasn't. It's of course there's some black people in Beverly Hills, but I'm telling you, when they strike a jury, usually they go off where you stay at.
Okay.
And if you just got more white people in your area,
whatever your county
more
is.
white people in your jury.
Whatever your
point
county.
I'm trying to make is they heard all the evidence.
Right.
They heard all the evidence. If the white people wanted him to suffer, if they wanted him to be guilty, to me they heard all the evidence and they couldn't come to that point to say, hey, this guy is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. So it was a thing to me where y'all should have been more mad at the jury than him, because they had every opportunity to say, you know what, we don't care what the evidence was. We think he guilty. But you know what? Those folks, they had an obligation by duty by law. They heard all the evidence on the case, and they could not find the man guilty. So
and they acquitted him, rather a hung jury, right?
Now you got to quit it.
Yeah,
not guilty. That's different.
That's way different.
Yeah.
They like a hung jury. It only takes one person to be like, hey man, no matter what, I'm not saying this guy's guilty. And
that's what they say. A reason, it has to be everybody. If one person on the jury does it, if they say, I think he's guilty, that's a hung jury. It has to be unanimous.
Right.
So unanimously, that jury said, it's not here, guys. Y'all, the prosecution, the state didn't bring a case. And California probably put, it's billions of dollars put into this case. I give you do the case study on it now, and I bet it was $1 billion case easy, because just the law enforcement people went on and do movies and do bigger and better things after the case. But even after that, man, he get out, he beat that. I don't know how many years later it was, but he gets jammed up in a case where he went to go get his own shit. Somebody brokered his stuff, and he went back and get his own stuff.
Yeah, in the hotel room.
In the hotel room, he brought some
memorabilia.
Guys. Yeah, his memorabilia. He brought some guys with him or whatever. They went in there talking tough guy talk like a mafia boss or whatever.
And they took their stuff back.
Yeah, they took their own stuff back. He got nailed to the cross. They went and said he robbed some people, kidnapped, false imprisonment, stuff like that. And they really, they really hit him for that other stuff. The Cole Simpson stuff. Back at the trial, that's just to get back, and it just, once again, you gotta know that our law system is just a fucking joke, man. Like, our law enforcement is just a joke, because anybody else who got probation. This man, when he got 15 years, something like that. I mean, he rolled out too.
Yeah, he rolled out.
Yeah,
he did
rolled
a long
out
time.
too, man. So
this is what I want to know.
What's up?
If he got acquitted of the murder, why did he lose the civil part? I mean, how does that work?
Because,
if I'm found guilty of murder,
and
how can you then turn around and say I'm responsible for the murder? How does that work?
It's easy. So I researched that probably about maybe 10 years ago. Whatever they it was a couple of years after they found him guilty. And I realized that the reason they was able to do it because the reasonable doubt for a civil case is way less than a criminal case. So it's easy to get the jury awarded them. The jury heard the case. So basically, remember I said the jury could have did them. For the jury with the civil case, it was enough in the civil case to say he was guilty or he had something to do with it. So it was the burden of proof. That's what I was trying to think of. The burden of proof in the civil case is different. So that's why they was able to get him. And you know, man, like once again, you gotta look at the jury count. I'm sure that jury was once again, you know, they wanted him. At that point, they wanted him.
He wanted him. And I feel like he probably paraded around. He didn't got away
and
with
still,
it.
I just saw. I'm looking at it right now as we speak. Boom. It says OJ Simpson's estate is fighting the Goldman. That was matter of fact.
They still trying to get money.
It was another kid there. It was Nicole Brown Simpson and the guy named Ron Goldman. I think the other guy. Yeah. The other person who got killed. He was a white guy, young like a surfer guy, like a pretty cool guy. But he got killed along with Nicole Brown Simpson. And his family is one of the and her family. They are fighting to get some of the money because he did lose the civil case, and he owed like a lot of money to them. $33.5 million awarded by a California civil jury, almost 30 years ago.
And that awarded to the Goldman family, or that's the overall?
The Browns, and the Goldmans.
They got to split that?
Yeah, I think it's a split because it says it's just got both of their families down there. And
man, OJ don't give a damn. though. OJ like, man, I'm gone.
They said they haven't got any money. They saying he has paid into it. They said that he passed away with owing the lion's share of the judgment awarded in 1997. And it just basically saying they trying to, then his family just basically like no, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure they're gonna be in court over that. But overall, you know, it's safe to say I think that his legacy is stained.
Yeah, definitely tainted.
It's stained. But some of the things that we're hearing on social media, even the cross-dressing, whatever gender is, I don't even know what the proper term he lose anymore. But I know he's like transitioning to a man or a woman or something. But she, I guess that's the right word to say.
Yeah, she.
That
what he want to be known.
She said something like "good riddance" or something like that.
Yeah.
And I seen somebody else clap back. You next, because
yeah, that was hard.
Definitely about the same age, I would say. Maybe a little younger, but I think it's just you know, somebody died at the end of the day, man. You know, a great athlete with the USC. Great running back in the NFL, man. Had a great career. I think he somebody beat his record. I think somebody beat his record about what's his name? Thurman Thomas.
AP. I want to say AP guy.
AP. Yeah. But he had records at Buffalo too, didn't he? Didn't he play for Buffalo? Mm-hmm. So I mean, he was a great athlete, man. And I'm sure he will be missed about at least half the country.
Nah, we ain't representing half the country, so it won't be half.
Yeah, you're right. A little bit about it. But you know, I'm sure still some white folks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He stayed in an exclusive crib in Vegas. I saw his crib.
And they were fucking when he got out.
Yeah, a lot of them. Hey,
he was out in Vegas, like you say, partying. You know.
Hey man, then you know, just rich men look at women different. I'm just being real. That's a whole nother conversation. But they just, you know, they look at it different from us old regular folks. They look at
But like I was saying, just going back, that was my first, like I said, my first experience of division, man. Because I remember, man, once he got acquitted, man, it was a party in the streets, man. Everybody was celebrating. Mm-hmm. I remember, what was that, school? Man, I just know, like you said, we go to predominantly black schools. Man, people was happy, man.
Teachers were happy.
But you can see some of them teachers that, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody told me a story about that. And they said when that happened, their teacher got mad and was just like, stop crying. Just yelling at them.
Man.
And they went the harder way. he's like, I remember my teacher spazzing out like when that happened. And I was like, damn, like she was pissed.
Exactly.
When the verdict came back.
Yeah,
that,
man.
OJ had got acquitted, man. But the same law that arrested him is the same law system that acquitted him. So you can't you know what I'm saying? You gotta take the good with the bad. At least they really brought a case with no evidence, to be real.
So like lately when I watch these shows, man, I do get kind of, I ain't gonna say I get offended, but I think it's a bad look for some of these guys to bring up, well, OJ died, so we gotta remember the harm he caused to the Brown and the Goldman family. We got to keep them up in prayers, which we do. I mean, it's 30 years ago, man. They've been in prayer, but to say that the pain he caused, man, the man got acquitted.
Exactly. So
he got acquitted. So how can you just, you know what I'm saying, say he caused that?
I think that's
somebody I don't agree with, man.
Yeah, and I think that's somebody that has an opinion about him being guilty or him having something to do with it, which is up to interpretation.
Exactly.
And when I say that, guys, it's so much stuff that goes on in the world, man. It could be it could be from gambling. It could be just, you just don't know these
One
days,
of them man had a coke debt.
It could be anything. It could have been some
cartel.
Stuff where, hey, you say something, your kids go. Hey, you got to pick between your kids and I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
But I know that
I don't think OJ is
smart enough.
I think he did.
You can tell he a little goofy. You know what I'm saying?
He's smart enough to kill
he ain't
two
street.
people,
He might have been born in the project, but he ain't.
He wasn't street.
He ain't street. Nah.
Exactly.
And I just feel like, once again, going back to that jury, if they could have found, we know folks
any wiggle room.
We know folks who got railroaded.
Yeah.
But I think his attorneys, they left no stone unturned to what them folks were like, I just ain't heard enough to plan. I mean, they would have been the one to find him guilty.
Yep.
They had him. So, we talked about this the other day in hustle and bustle in life. We both got lives. We both got things that we do in our other lives besides bring y'all this awesome content. But you told me that you was perturbed by a certain pundit on ESPN on some comments he made about OJ Simpson. So tell me about that and how that made you feel, and why do you think people do things like that? Hey, you put an address on it, man.
Man,
it's the bro versus bro.
I respect the guy. I mean, I'm a huge fan. I either watch First
Take.
Take.
You, Stephen A.
I either watch First Take or I listen to him on my podcast every day. Every day. So, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna watch it no more. I still like the guy. It did make me kind of look at him a little different. I know he catches a lot of flack, him and Shannon Sharp, for some people saying, he's an Uncle Tom and this and that, because the way they be going at some of the athletes. But when he made comments like he made about OJ, saying if he was a juror, he would be under the jail on the day that he died, I just don't agree with that, man. I think that was a bad look. Like I say, Stephen A., man, I did lose a little respect for you, because you hold a lot of power, man. You have a very large, probably one of the biggest platforms, know what I'm saying, in sports. For you to say that the day the man passed on your show, I just think it was a bad look, man. In real time.
Yeah.
In real time, as soon as you said it and I heard it, my heart dropped. I like, damn, I can't believe that man said this,
because if nothing else, man, he is a sports icon in black culture.
And he died, man. I mean, he's dead, man.
And so you're saying, basically, to me, what Stephen A. was saying in a way, if you'd have been one of the jurors, so you would have been like, damn, all of the evidence I heard from the case, my own personal belief is that he did it, and I'm going to find him guilty. Because those jurors, I'm speaking to Stephen A. Smith now, those jurors heard every ounce in that case. And if I'm not mistaken, that case lasted over a year or 9 months or something.
Yeah,
it was a long case. And those jurors, man, kudos to those jurors. They sat through every part of that case. And at the end of that case, they had to make a tough decision based off the evidence they heard. And they found the man not guilty. So who the F are you, Stephen A. Smith, to come in and say, if I would have been on the jury, I would have found him, I would have put him, what do you say, under the jail?
He would have been under the jail.
Who are you to say that? Like, you're better than them people. Like your judgment would have been better than all those other 12 people. Or was it 13? It's 12, ain't it? Yeah, 12.
Judged by 12 and carried by 6. Yep.
At 13, because damn the judge.
Yeah. Alternate juror, maybe. I tell you what, you better be glad Stephen A. wasn't on your case.
Oh, yeah, he would have thought I was showing not guilty. You seen all that work on the table? Oh, he guilty.
He guilty.
All that work, he guilty. All this and all that. Yeah, man.
So, man, Stephen A., like I say, man,
he gets the donkey of the day. But yeah, man, well, rest in peace, OJ.
Rest in peace, OJ, man. Like you say, his legacy is tainted. The first thing we think about OJ is the case. Know what I mean?
I think about something else.
Real. What you think about?
It's crazy. I think about Naked Gun.
Yeah, I think about the Naked Gun too, but that ain't the first. That guy was, especially the Naked Gun, he was going down the steps. He like, the damn dummy came. Yeah, that was funny. That was a funny movie, man.
That was a funny movie, man. That really was a funny movie, man. And I found out that he was the first running back to eclipse 2,000 yards rushing in a single season.
Okay.
That was his claim to fame. He was the first one to bust the 2,000, man. You know.
I seen somebody else talk about it. In 14 games too, he did that.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
He said he was he played for 11 seasons too. He had prostate cancer. He died from prostate cancer.
Yeah.
Dang, man. And he was just on live not too long ago and saying everything was great. Like, I guess it was a rumor that he was sick. He was like, what y'all talking about? He really was sick. He played it off, goddamn, pretty
OJ,
good.
Man, he wanted everybody, to be happy. Don't more for me.
Yeah, I'm good. He was playing golf, I think. If I'm not mistaken, he was coming from golf. He served 9 years in prison. So that was 9 years that he did. He got out in 2017. He got paroled in 2017. Rushed over 11,000 yards, 75 touchdowns. And his jersey was retired for the USC Trojans.
And not to mention his collegiate career. Was he the Heisman winner?
I don't know if he won a Heisman or not, but I know he was at USC though.
Yeah, he was at USC. Yeah, he was a phenomenon coming out of college. You know what I mean? So we can't. That's what I'm saying, man. Collegiate career, NFL career, acting.
He won the Heisman Trophy in 1968. So OJ did
Heisman Trophy winner.
The Heisman in 1968.
Everybody loved the Juice.
Yeah, they loved you.
Everybody loved him. Like
and really made
man say, I ain't black, I ain't white, I'm OJ.
Exactly. So I really, black people don't really care for OJ because he don't really, he doesn't absorb our culture, so to speak. And he definitely fits in with Trump and all the rest of them. I don't know if he likes Trump's personally, but I'm saying that type of crowd.
They had a picture together.
Okay. I don't
know about the new Trump.
That type of crowd, that's OJ's crowd.
Yeah.
So they love him, man. They love him. And I'm sure, like I say, it's going to be some silent mourners. And nothing that you probably want to say, I support OJ, but he got a lot of supporters, man.
Definitely.
Bro, let's switch gears, man, and talk about the NBA. All I'm going to say is I told you so. I told him, we did a podcast about a month ago. He was talking about we was running out of the Lakers last couple of games. I think last 10, 15 games. He's talking about win, and they lost. So at that time we
only lost one extra game. That was due to injuries.
Hey man, look. Y'all supposed to run the gauntlet. If they really wanted to make the playoffs, they should have battened down the hatches and really play it. I think what they're doing is what everybody else does. I think folks be tanking games to try to get the matchup they want. And I think,
definitely.
That's horrible. That's a horrible part of the game.
That's strategy.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
That's strategy.
That's horrible. Play to win, man. But with that being said,
that is playing to win.
No, it ain't tanking.
Yeah, it is. It's chess, not checkers.
No bullshit. Listen, y'all ain't gonna make the playoffs, and that's what the podcast was about. Y'all definitely not making the playoffs, so y'all in the play-in. What is the ideal matchup for the Lakers?
Bet 100 push-ups.
What, y'all make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna make the play-in?
Nah, we gonna make the playoffs.
Nah, y'all ain't finna make no damn playoffs.
We at 8 right now.
That's what we bet it. Y'all gotta be the top 6 to make the playoffs. The play-in is 7, 8, 9, and 10.
But you can still make the playoffs after that.
Nah, play in. If you ain't top 6, then you ain't made the playoffs.
Yeah, true. You in the play-in tournament once you win your spot.
Oh, yeah, they might do that. I'm talking about make the playoffs.
No.
Yeah,
just say the top 6. We ain't making the top 6.
Well, top 6, then that make you feel better, man.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they suck, man.
We in the same position as last year, and we made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals.
Y'all made a good run last year, but y'all not the same as last year. Who
better?
Y'all better.
Yeah.
Who do y'all want to see? Who you think the Lakers want to see in the play-in since y'all ain't make it to the playoffs? Straight up. We got Sacramento, Who else we got? We got the Suns. No, Suns made it straight up, didn't they?
Nah, the Suns number 7 right now.
Okay, so the
we would have to
Suns
play them.
and what, Golden State
Yeah,
and Sacramento.
yeah.
That's where we
I
at,
would
right?
say I would say, yeah, those are the 4: the Suns, Sacramento, and the Warriors, and of course the Lakers. I would say that and I think and it's a chance.
And the Suns are at the top, and they're up 2 games from y'all, so y'all can't come back with them.
No.
Unless no, y'all can't. There ain't number 1 game left.
Yeah.
Golden State is 45. They can catch up with y'all though. If y'all lose and Golden State, ooh, y'all be tied. They got the tiebreaker though because they beat y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if y'all lose, y'all got to play Phoenix. See, look, check it out. I'll let you borrow my computer, brother, since you forgot yours.
As of right now, we had to play Phoenix though, right? Yeah, cause Phoenix number 7, we number 8.
Oh, I thought like number 7 play number 10.
Nah, 7 play 8, and 9 play 10.
Oh, okay.
The winner out of 7 to 8 get an automatic bid.
And then the loser from the winner from 9 and 10 plays the loser from 8.
Exactly.
And then that person makes it.
Exactly.
Oh man, so y'all gotta play Phoenix. Booker, KD.
I like our matchup with them. I like it.
What did y'all on the give me my computer back?
Go ahead.
What did y'all play on the season with them? Did y'all split?
I want to say we split. I know we beat them. I know they beat us too. So
Yeah. Hey, does anybody know? Cause he guessing. I don't.
Nah. I know that they beat us.
I want to know.
Them. Shit, click on it.
I don't know how to do that. How you do that? This is your app. I don't be on the app like that. I don't need apps. I don't need no backdoor.
You don't need no goddamn
No
back
Diddy.
door.
You gotta say no Diddy after stuff now, man. That just you say
Hey man,
something.
we ain't got to say no Diddy, man. We're not gonna tear another black man down.
No Diddy.
Because of man, that nigga gay as hell.
Why Meek Mills was dressed like Diddy, man? And with that little midget.
Say what?
That little midget. It's a picture with a midget and Diddy and Meek Mills dressed alike. It ain't no Photoshop.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
That ain't no Photoshop. Did they have a show? Why were they dressed alike, bro? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, bro.
That crazy, man.
That's crazy, man.
So you just click on a team, or you just gotta go through the whole damn schedule?
LA won 3 teams. We played 5 times.
How you see that?
Right here in this corner. Regular season series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we beat them right here. We beat them right there. We beat them right there. They beat us. Then they beat us right there.
Turn up. Ooh. So.
Yeah, so we got a good chance. Know what I'm saying? We feel comfortable. And let me see. Did we ever beat them in Asia?
Tell me, beat them at
and
home?
we beat them one time
because they're gonna have home court advantage. Oh, that's one game, though, right?
Yeah, just one game.
Oh, okay. But it's gonna be in Phoenix, right?
Yeah. And we had beat them in Phoenix before, so I like our chance with
So you like your chances?
Yeah.
All right, we gonna see, man. We gonna see. Are you?
And if we were to lose and have to play 9 or 10, believe it or not, I would rather play Sacramento.
What?
Yes, man.
Man, they own y'all, especially
they owned us during the regular season.
What's his name? Dirk? What? Not Dirk. What about his name? Sabonis. Yeah,
he owns AD.
He owned it, man. He be sunny. I seen AD all on the ground.
Free falling. They have, man, because just if a couple of weeks ago, a month or two ago, they was in the top 6.
They were.
They have free fall, man. So I think they are. I always go back to trajectory.
Yeah, they're trending down.
They're trending down while the Warriors are trending up. I would rather see the Sacramento Kings.
See the Warriors. Okay.
Yep.
Well, coming out the East, man, in the play-in, we got at 7, we got Philly. We got at 8, we got Miami. And number 9, we got Chicago. And number 10, we got Atlanta, man. So who do you like in the play-in there, man? And just out the East period.
Easy. You
like Giannis them? I know we gonna speak on that last, but we got their top 6, excuse me, is Boston.
Of course.
Milwaukee, the Knicks. The Knicks surprised me this year. Cleveland, that's another one. Orlando and the Pacers.
We're in the play-in, hands down, Philly. I like Philly. And
you like Philly in the play-in?
Yeah, they probably make top 6.
Is Embiid coming back or he out?
He's back.
He's back.
He's been back, and he's been on the tear.
Oh, okay. You say he's been on the tear?
Yeah.
Taking no names.
Oh, so man. I definitely like Philly, and of course I'm going to root for the Hawks. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to root for hometown.
So they got to play Chicago.
Yeah, they can beat Chicago. They can win that game because Trae Young is back too.
Okay.
Yeah, so they can win. I think they're going to win that game, matter of fact.
Well, who do you like in the just come out the East period?
Oh man, I mean, it's Boston conference to lose, man.
It's just like it's always Boston, man. Every year it's just like it's Boston. I hate Boston, and then they're another.
Long as Boston don't face Miami, they might
That's
be
their
all right.
Achilles heel.
Yeah, that's their Achilles heel. They cannot get over Miami.
When it comes to Boston, what's they got? The Brown kid. They got
They got Jason Tatum. They got Drew Holiday now. They got Chris Porzingis. They got the OG veteran Al Horford.
Yep.
So they got a squad, man.
Yeah, they got a squad. Yeah.
Derek White, he's a good.
It's gonna be interesting to see how this thing, because the playoffs start in a couple weeks, right?
Right. Yep.
Are they doing a play-in next week or?
Yeah, I think that's Tuesday. I want to say Tuesday. One of them days. Yeah.
All right. Another team out the East that's been in the mix forever is the Milwaukee Bucks. With the injury of Giannis, though, where do you see the Bucks going in the playoffs, and how detrimental do you think his injury is to the team?
I think I don't see him going nowhere, man. I mean, yeah, because I think the injury is because you remember the same thing kind of happened with KD a few years ago, where it seemed like it was a calf strain, and when he tried to come back a game or so, he ended up tearing his Achilles.
Yeah.
So man, if I'm Milwaukee, is it worth it? Because he messed around, tear his Achilles, he may miss all of next season or the majority of next season, and they're not projected to win this season. I mean, if I don't think they're gonna win. I don't think nobody thinks Milwaukee is gonna win.
Get a chip. Season. I mean, they're number 2 in the East, though, Pooh. I mean,
yeah, they number 2, man.
I'm looking at Boston. Boston way ahead of them.
Exactly.
Boston at 63-18, man.
Yeah, man. So,
but Boston seem like when they get to the playoffs, they nut up, man.
Yeah.
Like when the last time how they been in the finals?
The Warriors beat them.
That's right. The Warriors did beat them. Yep. That's right. But I know for the last 4 years, Boston been in the mix, ain't they?
And Miami. I want to say, was it last year? Last year, Miami.
Or was the year before last?
No, that was last year.
When Buckets was hot.
Yeah, because remember, the Buckets jumped on threes.
He jumped up on them. Yeah, right.
But they showed resilience. They won. Back. They came back, and the game 7 was in Boston.
And Buckets
ran out of gas.
Yeah. They were tired.
And they lost, yeah.
You know what? That Eastern, that was fire. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good series right there.
So, man, and Boston is healthy. And, Milwaukee, man, I think Dame may be gone next year. He never really wanted to be there. He wanted to go to Miami, but his team traded him to Milwaukee.
Oh, he got traded.
Yeah, he got traded.
That was just for 1 year.
Yeah, I want to say he has a what they call it, the player option. And,
so he had free agency next year.
Yeah.
So yeah, he might be gone.
He might be gone unless they
make it lucrative for him.
Exactly. So
I mean, you think he's still in his prime? I don't think so.
I think he's still in the prime, but he's on the other side. Yeah, he's
so
on the
he
other
ain't
side.
at the apex no more. He's like right there.
Yeah,
he's rounding it out.
He's rounding off. And if Giannis doesn't play, because this thing just happened, so Giannis might not be in there for the first round. You know what I mean?
So they might get knocked out anyway.
Who they have to play if
Yeah, Debo.
Say they number 2, so they would probably have to play. If the Hawks get that 8 spot and 76ers get that 7 spot, they ain't beating Philly with Giannis, man.
So Giannis,
Philadelphia get that 7 spot and they keep that number 2.
Embiid on them.
Yes.
Too big.
They ain't beating Embiid with Giannis, in my opinion.
But you said Giannis is out for injury, right? He's still out on injury
Yeah, it just happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they hold him for the rest of the season, which ain't number 1 more game, and I guess they'll try to reevaluate him. Yeah, and you know how it go, man. They may try to let him go out though, and man, I wouldn't risk it, man. They didn't get that man all that Supermax money.
How long was Doc's contract? Was it 1 year?
I want to say he got 5.
5-year contract. Okay, so Doc could be there next year then.
If he wants to, Doc may be like, man, it's a shit show, man.
Like I said, they number 2 in the East, man. They got a pretty good team. Yeah. Injury comes to everybody. We just got to see.
Right.
We'll be back Monday, man. God willing, for the W, they call it the W. You can't just say WNBA. That's lame. You gotta call it the W.
The dub. The W.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the draft for the W is this week, Monday. So we'll be back Monday.
Well, what time it is? We may have to have a.
I think we might do a special.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like live with while the draft going, man.
Okay.
I think that'll be cool. What you think?
Yeah.
Let's try to do it that way then, man.
Okay.
Well, all right, we're wrapping this one up, man. So
then we should, especially by then, we'll have the results of
the playoffs.
the playoffs.
Yeah, we'll know everybody.
We'll have the picture.
So, yeah.
The old Lake Show.
The Lake Show.
Hey,
y'all
Denver.
think the Lakers gonna do it?
Denver, you better pray we ain't number 8, Denver.
Y'all don't want to see Denver.
You better pray.
Y'all do not want to see Denver.
They better pray we ain't number 8, boy.
Y'all don't want to see
If
them.
we number 8, y'all better not be number 1.
Y'all be going out lame.
Y'all better not be number 1, Denver. We taking you down, baby.
That's not true. That's false.
Shit. Popeye's sissy if you want to take them down.
Gay balls. It's the Go Coach T Flow, man.
And this your boy Sean the Pie Don.
This is Bro vs. Bro Podcast. We go. Peace.
Chill.